Today we will see the next topic, decision trees. We already know that classification is a process of dividing the dataset into different categories or groups by adding label. For example, classifying the mail as a spam or not spam, classifying which type of fruit. So there are different examples and so on. So here there are different types of classification algorithms. So one is decision trees, naive Bayes classifier, K nearest neighbor classifier, and random forest. In the previous classes, we already seen the naive Bayes classifier and as well as K nearest neighbor classifier. Today we will see the decision tree. A decision tree is one type of classification algorithm. It is actually represented graphically with all possible solutions based upon the decision and conditions. A decision tree is actually an hierarchical model. It is represented in the form of an hierarchy, which is actually a supervised learning, means it is having labels. A decision tree is composed of different decision nodes and the terminal nodes. A decision is made in each of the node, and based upon the outcome, it branches. For example, let's take an example to sanction a loan or not. Let us take here one of the decision whether the person is employed. If the person is employed, yes. If the decision is yes, then it branches here. No means it branches left side. Now if it is yes, let's check the income. Decision is on income. If the decision is satisfied, that is the income is greater than suppose 10,000. Yes means, that is high means sanction is done. Otherwise, low means rejected. Similarly, if the person is not unemployed, then let us take the credit score. If it is high, then allow. Otherwise, reject. So, such type of examples where the examples are represented or related in the form of hierarchy, possibly we go for decision trees for classification. Mainly, decision trees is used for classification. Let us see in detail. Decision tree is a tree where each node represents a feature or attribute we call, and each link branches based upon the decision rule, and each leaf is a outcome. Just now I have explained here, each node is a attribute or a feature in the data set. In the data set, the node what it is there, it is a feature or an attribute. The branch what it has been happening is a decision rule which has been conditioned, and the outcomes are these what labels, and these leaves are nothing but the labels. So given a data set, we have to make a decision tree and predict, for example, whether the tennis will be played on that day based upon the environment condition. If such conditions are there, for prediction we are going for decision tree. So first step is, let us see the algorithm. So next we will see the problem. So just I will go through the algorithm at present. Next, clearly you will be able to follow with an example. First step is you have to create a root node. How to choose a root node? A root node is chosen where the attribute that best classifies the training data. The attribute which classifies the training data with the gain, highest gain what we say, that attribute or feature we choose it as a root node. So there are different root nodes, employed, credit score and income. These are the nodes or the feature. Which attribute should be chosen as a root node? Here data set is given. In that we don't know which is the root node I have to choose. Whether to choose employee, credit score or income. Here I have chosen employee. So this is the attribute which best classifies the data set. So employee is chosen. So similarly, how to choose the attribute which best classifies? The second step is how to choose the best attribute. We have to use an ID3 algorithm. For that, main thing is we have to calculate an entropy. Entropy is one which calculates the amount of uncertainty in the data. That is, it means that how many number of positive examples and negative examples are there. If equal, please note this point, if equal number of positive and negative examples are there, then entropy will be 1. If we have only one positive example or only negative example, then the entropy will be what? 0. Only positive or only negative examples, then the entropy will be what? 0. This is a formula to calculate the entropy. So next value what we have to calculate is average information entropy. So this is for every attribute we have to calculate. This is average information entropy we have to calculate for every attribute. Then we have to calculate the information gain, which is actually a difference in the entropy before and after splitting the dataset on attribute A. This is for attribute A, splitting the dataset on the attribute A. So entropy obtained, that is whole entropy obtained by this whole class entropy, and the with corresponding to the entropy with corresponding to the attribute. So after calculating, take the difference of those, you're getting a gain. It is a good quantitative measure that measures how well a given attribute separates the training examples according to their target classification. So with the help of the gain itself, we are choosing which node to be chosen as a root node, which best classifies the attribute. These are the brief steps. First, what you have to do is you have to calculate the entropy of all the entire data set. For every attribute, you have to calculate the average information entropy for every attribute. Okay. Then calculate the gain for the current attribute. Okay. Pick the highest gain attribute. So that attribute will be the root node. So next, to choose the next node. Repeat the steps B, C, D and continue until the tree we desired. Next is, let us take an example here. So this is the data set given. So this is a label of the data set. This is the label. Okay. The outcome based on the attribute or the features given, whether we get a profit in the company or not. So these are the different employees. Okay. These are the features of the employee. That is, the feature is what is the age, what is the competitive level, that is a computation, what type of he is using, whether he is using software or hardware part to execute, and this is the profit. So based upon these features or based upon these attributes, there is an outcome. The profit is down or up for the company. So here now I have to represent in the form of a tree structure and predict a new test data. Okay, for that, for classifying a new test data, we have to build up a decision tree. Here, number of positive examples, that is the profit which goes up, that we are taking it as a positive example. That is P is, how many number of positive examples are there? All up, that is if there is a profit in the company, we are taking as positive example. If it is a down, profit is down, then we have taken as a negative example. How many positive examples are there? Totally 5. How many negative examples are there? 5. So number of positive examples is 5, negative examples is what? 5. Next, entropy of a whole class we are calculating by this formula. So I already told the entropy of the class is calculated by using this formula. The same formula I am using here. The entropy of a class, that is minus P divided by P plus N log to the base 2 P divided by P plus N minus N divided by N plus N log to N divided by P plus N. So how many number of positive examples? There are 5. 5 divided by P plus N. 5, P plus N is totally 10. 5 by 10 minus 5 divided by 10 log to N is how much? 5. 5 divided by 10, which is I am getting after calculating as 1. Another thing what I can say is, if there are equal number of positive examples and negative examples, I told one note for you everyone. So here if there are equal number of positive examples and negative examples, directly you can take the entropy as 1. No need to calculate once again. So here if there are only positive and negative examples, so directly you can take entropy as 0. Directly by saying this, I can directly write entropy as 1. No need to calculate. So it is log to the base 2. So use a calculator and do it. To find which attribute, now I have calculated the entropy of the whole class. Next, now I have to choose an attribute which best classifies the data set, that is a root node. So first, for each attribute, you have to find the average information entropy and the gain. So here, how to do it? So how to calculate the average information entropy? So before calculating the average information entropy, you have to calculate the entropy for each of the attribute. For each of the attribute, you have to find the entropy, average information entropy and the gain. So how to calculate here for the every attribute, the entropy and next average information entropy. So here, for age attribute. So let me take the data set here. With the help of a data set, it will be clearer for you. So we will keep with the data set. So here only I am taking the age attribute. For age attribute, which are the different types are available: old, mild and new. Old, for old, how many number of positive examples? 0. How? For old, how many number of positive examples? Only for old you can check. So down, all old are down. Profit is what? Down. So negative examples, how many are there? How many negative examples? 3 negative examples. How many number of positive examples? No positive examples. So it is 0. Next you take new. For new, how many number of positive examples? 3. All 3 are positive examples. How many number of negative? Only for new you have to check. How many number of negative examples? Nothing. 0. So mild. If you take mild, how many of positive examples? Mild means you are having 2 positive examples, 2 negative examples. 2 positive examples and 2 negative examples. Here correspondingly what you have to do is, you have to calculate the entropy. With these two values you have to calculate the entropy. So you have to check it out. So what I told is, with respect to positive examples and negative examples, once you know the values, you can directly calculate the entropy. If suppose if there are equal number of positive and negative examples, 2 and 2, then entropy will be what? 1. If only positive examples and no negative examples, nothing, 0 means directly you can take entropy as 0. Here no positive examples, negative examples is what? 3. Directly you can take entropy or 0. Otherwise what you have to do is, you have to use this formula Q to calculate. No need to use the formula, directly you can write. Next, average information entropy. So this is a formula. How to elaborate this formula? So positive examples, negative examples for every entropy calculated for each of the classification types here. So here positive examples and negative examples are 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 divided by how many total number of positive examples and negative examples in the data set? How many number of positive and negative? Totally 5 and 5. 5 plus 5, that is what? 10. 5 plus 5. And what is the entropy? The formula is P plus N divided by P plus N. This is for every classification types in that age attribute, different types. This is totally positive and negative examples. Entropy of that type, old type. So how much it is old type, and entropy is 0. Plus 3 plus 0 divided by total number of positive and negative examples, 5 plus 5. Entropy how much is 0 for this corresponding type new. Next, 2 plus 2 divided by 5 plus 5. Entropy is how much? You will calculate, you will get 0.4. What is the gain? Next step is you have to calculate the gain. One is entropy, then for that corresponding attribute and for that corresponding types, and average information entropy and the gain. You have to take the difference between the entropy of the whole class minus the entropy of the attribute. How much you got here? Entropy of the whole class is how much? 1. 1 minus 0.4, how much you will get? 0.6. Next, similarly, which is the next attribute available? Computation. You have to do the same thing. I will explain for this. Computation. So how many computation, how many categories or types are there? Yes and no. Right here, yes and no. And next, write positive and negative example. How many number of positive examples with respect to S? Yes. So how many number of positive examples? This is negative. This is negative. This is negative. This is positive. So you are having only one positive example. Remaining for yes part, you are having 3 negative examples. Similarly, for no, you are having 4 positive examples and n 2 negative examples. Now you have to calculate the entropy for this. So is there equal number of positive examples or any one of them is 0? No. So you have to use a formula. You have to use this formula. P, how many number of positive examples? 1. 1 divided by P plus N. For this corresponding table itself, you have to concentrate. 1 plus 3, that is 4. Log to 1 divided by 1 plus 3, that is 4, minus N. N is what? 3. 3 divided by N plus N, that is 4. 3 by 4. Similarly, if I say here 4 plus 4, positive, 4 divided by 4 plus 2, that is 6, log to 4 divided by 6, minus 2. 2 divided by 4 plus 2, that is what? 6, log to 2 by 6. You calculate, you are getting this much. Entropy of the computation, that is average information entropy. This is called average information entropy. That is, let me take, okay, this is take down it as average information entropy. So how to calculate? So you have to use this formula, this average information entropy formula is used, P plus N divided by P plus N for the corresponding attribute. That is 1 plus 3 divided by whole class positive and negative examples into entropy of this corresponding type. Next, 4 plus 2 divided by whole class 5 plus 5 into this entropy. So calculate the gain. Gain is what? How much class entropy? Already we know it is 1 minus how much we got for corresponding attribute 0.874. The gain is 0.125. So similarly you calculate for type also. Do it. Go to the type. Okay. Do it for the type. And next information. Next you make a tabular column and write the what is the total information gain we got for corresponding age. We got 0.6. For age we got 0.6. For computation we got 0.12. And for type we got 0. So take down this. Among this, which is maximum? 0.6. So which is the attribute? Age. So now age becomes the root node. So now once age becomes the root node, now you branch. Okay. Age it is having which are the decisions or the types it is having? Old, mild and new. So old. Okay. Old, mild and new. So now which will become the leaf? This becomes a leaf because old it is having only the outcome label, that is down. It is not having any up. So once if the age is old, the profit will be all down. So this becomes what? Leaf. Directly the leaf. No need to again branch it. So for new also, when the age is what? New. Directly we can say that the profit will be what? Up. Directly the decision we can make. And this is also a leaf. But when the age is mild, so we are having some persons are says that their profit will be down. For some persons the profit will be up. So there is no proper decision. So here again I have to make a decision and branch it. So for what? Mild. So in the next step we have to repeat once again for this mild. So now my current data set is mild. So here now you have to extract only mild. That is all these 4 tuples, 4 instances you have to extract and take down here and calculate. This is my current data set. You have to repeat from the first. Now this is my data set. This is my current class. Entropy of the whole class you have to calculate. So first what you have to do? Calculate the first how many number of positive and negative examples for this whole class. How many number of positive and negative examples? 2 positive and 2 negative. So totally 2 positive and 2 negative. So entropy will be what? 1. Directly you can use it. Because I told no total number of positive and negative examples, if they are equal, they can directly take it as 1. No need to use the formula. Otherwise you have to use this formula. Before we have used the formula, no? Like this. So no need to use the formula. Directly you can write it. Next. Now for after calculating the entropy of the whole class, for every attribute you have to go on calculating the entropy, average information entropy and the age. So here now you have to calculate for which are the attributes remaining for us, computation and as well as type. So here computation. So computation and for type we have to calculate. So for computation, so there are 2, yes and no. So yes and no, there are 2 types for computation. Check whether how many number of positive and how many number of negative examples are there. Calculate the entropy. Same, calculate the average information entropy, calculate the gain. And similarly for type, remaining next is what? Type. So how many are there? Software and hardware. In that, how many number of positive and negative examples are there? Calculate the entropy. So you calculate the average information entropy and the gain. So once you calculate the gain, so here for gain for computation is what? 1. For gain for type is actually what? 0. So here it is for type it is 1. So whole class entropy is what? 1. 1 minus 1 it is 0. So type gain is what? 0. Computation gain is what? How much? 1. Which is the highest tier computation. So now this is my final tree here. You can observe. Computation will be my division attribute. So decision node computation. So now in computation, if you take how many two types are there? Branching types, yes and no. So yes and no. All yes, you can say the profit will be done. All computation, if it is no, the profit it is saying that. So there is a clear bifurcation. So this is my final decision tree, which is obtained by the decision tree ID3 algorithm. Okay, thank you.